What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Road to Glory. It's been a long time since I've given you a video, and that's because I went away and didn't have enough time to get a video done before I went. So in this video, I am just going to show you all of the important bits, and then we're going to do a live club tour just so that I can show you all of the EVOs that I've got going on and what my plan is for the rest of this series and how often you can expect videos. So without any further ado, we're on the game. Let's go with the clips. So there's going to be no gameplay here at all because I did record a lot of gameplay, and I've got a lot backed up that I could put in if we just want to do like a discussion video or something. But I just thought I'd show you everything that helped progress the account. Okay, so a lot of this is going to be from last season, and I do have some things from this season as well. I was away for like 10 days, 11 days technically, and then I didn't play the day I got back, so it's been 12 days without any. I'm going to call it FIFA as well because no one knows what to call this game. So the end of last season we had 2 player pick choices or the pack. I chose the pack because none of the players really did it for me. Before I went away, I wasn't really leaning towards a full, like, certain team. Like, a full Liverpool team, for example, is what I think I'm going to go for now. And I was happy to sort of put different players in there. So, for example, you know, packing Martin Odegaard, he's actually better than the majority of the attackers that I actually have on the account right now. I say better, he's not. He's probably up there, you know. But I want to lean into more of the past and present Liverpool players, right? So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use everything that you see here as fodder to try and get past and present Liverpool players. I did it not last year, but the year before when I did a Road to Glory. I did a past and present Liverpool Road to Glory. This year it's even more of a joy to do, if you will, because of EVOs, and we'll get into that when I go live. But the first of 2 icon packs in this video, I'm of course looking for past and present Liverpool players. Unfortunately, it was ruined for me with the very first reveal. The flag, it can only be one player. It is Davor Suker, who played for a number of clubs, but I remember him more for the Euros and Arsenal. Not really useful to me. I ended up selling one of the players in the club. This was just before I decided what I was going to do with the account. So just to try and get some coins on the go, I sold that that Norwegian for like 38,000 or whatever it was. Then I got a double walkout in another pack. It was Rord and Kimmich. I pack Kimmich every other walkout. Honestly, if I get a walkout, it's probably going to be Kimmich. An 81/2. I'm not quite sure where this pack came from. Most of them would have come from objectives, obviously. French striker from PSG, of course it's not Mbappe, but it's the female equivalent of Mbappe, I guess, in this game. And Katoto, which was untradeable, so an 88 rated piece of fodder. Norwegian left wing this time, not striker, so no Haaland Troll, yeah. We do get Reiten from Chelsea, another nice bit of fodder there, 88 rated. That will probably go into another icon pack or a hero pack, because we do have an icon and a hero pack to go through. First of 27 Trippiers. That was the best looking pack as well, and I got Trippier out of it, crazy. But a past and present Liverpool player to go into the club is Iago Aspas Flashback. Now, at some point, no time soon, I'm sure, but at some point, I will be able to EVO this card up just that little bit more. But because he is technically speaking a Liverpool past player, I can bring him in. We pack yet another Martin Odegaard, because why not? Honestly, this guy in Kimmich, I get all the time. And I think I've packed one yesterday or the day before, and I don't even think I've shown you that here. So I think I've packed 3 Odegaards. And then we get back-to-back packs, by the way. Kevin De Bruyne, a really, really high-rated card here. Is that arguably the highest-rated card in the game? Is 91 the highest-rated? I can't remember. But either way, not going to use him because he never touched Liverpool. But it's I think he was a Liverpool fan as a kid, maybe. Is that wrong? I can't remember. I think he was. I remember seeing a video of him saying that as a kid. Either way, that's a beautiful piece of fodder, 91 rated. Because, of course, we do have the option of doing the Mo Salah Player of the Month, which I will maybe talk about in just a second, because I don't know whether I'm going to even try and do that. Mappe Leon came out of, I think, a pack that I got from the Icon SBC, maybe, because the next The next pack is the icon, so it must have come out of the icon. Again, ruined for me with that flag because it can only be one player. However, not ruined because for a lot of people this would be a really bad icon to get, but of course he has over 600 games for Liverpool. So he is the definition of a Liverpool icon and he goes into the club. Will I use him in competitive matches outside of friendlies and squad battles? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. The hero pack, again, for a lot of people, this would have been disappointing. But for me personally, despite the fact that he only played like 40 games for Liverpool, he did actually play for Liverpool back in like 2005 era. So again, another past Liverpool player to put into the club. I got really lucky there because it could have been a duplicate Ledley King, for example. But we got a player that I can actually use. We are live on my account for the first time in this Road to Glory. I will try and do this more often, maybe play some games and stuff. But I want to go through almost the entire club, but more just the EVO side of things more than anything else. I apologise if I'm not centred in the frame. This is such a janky setup, it's unreal. So I do believe I have a glitch in my objectives. So it says I have 5 objectives completed or to claim or whatever, but I don't. So if I go into them, and it's been like this for weeks, months even. So I'm about to hit level 6 in the season progress. I haven't really done much, to be fair, so I'm surprised I'm even there. I've done that, which is literally just link your account, and then if we move over again, I've done themed team pursuit 1. I've completed Maddison as well if I go down. So we've got Maddison. Really annoying that they chose Maddison of all cards there, because he has a player of the month. People would have completed that player of the month, and then they've just given him a 1-up here, which is really, really irritating, but that's EA for you. Completed that, got all the packs, got nothing from it, got the kit from that, of course, but you can see that there's nothing for me to claim here. But it's just that one of those visual glitches. It's really irritating, but I've kind of got used to it now because, like I said, it's been there for well over a month. And then when it comes to the milestones, I've completed every single set of foundation players. I've done an awful lot of squad battles on this account because I'm doing that for the EVOs. I just find it far more relaxing to watch a film or YouTube videos or something in the background and then just have squad battles on the side, just getting it done essentially, right? So with that being said, that's kind of where I am with my my objectives. I have claimed a lot of objective players. I don't think I've missed a single player. So, you know, that the PSG one that I can't remember the name of, the Bayer Leverkusen player that I also can't remember the name of, and then Maddison and all the rest of them that have been available, as well as the foundations. So I just do want to look at my squad battles. I've done 126 games of squad battles, and I do have stick drift on my controller, which has really irritated me. It's just, it's driving me mad. 200 games, so not too far away, I guess, from the ultimate pack. Let's go back and have a little look at... Let's go look at transfers, actually, because you can see that I have 187,000 coins on this account right now. I have to spend 150,000 of that on an EVO if I want to get a certain player EVO, right? So let's go into... I went in the wrong thing. Not the transfer market. We're going to go onto the transfer list. And on the transfer list, you can see that I have sold some things. So Griezmann is a big regret of mine. Before I went away, was tempted, very, very tempted to sell him. And I didn't, and he was over 100,000 coins. And the reason I didn't sell him is because I hadn't decided at the time what I wanted to do. Because Griezmann, I'm guessing his record's gone now. I've got well over 100 games with Griezmann. Great return, really, really good card. I don't know how good it is now when you come up against all the, you know, the upgraded cards that people have been using. Because, like I said, I haven't really played this game for 2 weeks, more or less, in Rivals and Champs, that is. And in fact, I haven't played Champs for... I think I've only done Champs twice. So, yeah, anyway, I sold Griezmann, 31,000 coins, bit of a regret there, but still. Sold Tavernier because I just wanted the coins, and informs are inflated right now. Gundogan, just wanted to get the coins. Bought Kante, of course, for like 7,500 coins, sold him for 12,750. That's not pro trading or anything. I bought him to use him, and now I don't need him anymore, so I sold him. And then Fabinho, just a duplicate, 3,700, but that was an amount of coins I needed for the EVO, and I'm going to need to do that in the next day or two. When it comes to the store, before I go and show you what I've done with the club and everything, I am going to be able to open some packs right here in just a second. So I've got a 78 times 2, an 80 by 5, 83 plus, 83 by 2, twice, and yeah, that's it. But I do have some duplicates to sort out before I get there. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the club and have a look at those EVOs. So, my main squad is EVO FC. It's essentially LFC and EVO combined. I am so clever. This is going to be my main team that I play with all of the time. And then I do have a lounge team and just an objective team. But here we go. And you're going to get to see all the EVO players I'm currently doing and have done. I would love to have shown you all of this as I went through and did it. But it's so difficult for me to even record content for this because I'm trying to squeeze it in amongst everything else that's going on. And this isn't my main channel, of course. I don't earn any money from this, so this is literally just a hobby, essentially. So, I showed you that I did Iago Aspas, needed to do that. Any Liverpool player within reason as an SBC, I will do. And then, of course, I have Fernando Morientes there as well. Now, in terms of EVOs, of course, they aren't Liverpool players on the bench, but they are just so good you kind of need them on the bench. So in terms of EVOs, I've done Simicas. He will very rarely play because he doesn't have another position other than left back and left wing back. And I can't play him over Risa because John Arisa is John Arisa, right? Need to play him. Bradley, I'm currently in the middle of EVOing him again. I can't remember what EVOs I've done, like what the name of them are that I put them into, for example. So Bradley is now currently a 78. That's one complete EVO. I've put him into another one, so he's active. Well, he's not active right now, but he will be when I've gone through everything. And then he will be an 81 rated card. And I will play him over Trent, because even though Trent has some really nice play styles, he's just not very good in this game. He's not quick enough, and he needs that pace boost. Bradley will have 88 pace, and with an anchor on him, he'll have 90 plus pace. Trent gets done nearly every game I play. People know Trent isn't quick enough and they will just take him on. Divock Origi needed to be done. He will be 85 rated once his EVO is complete, but it will take me 40 games, probably of squad battles and rivals combined, which is a bit annoying. Quansah, you've seen me do Quansah and he hasn't changed. And the reason he hasn't changed, I haven't put him into another EVO, because I think there was there like a Centurion centre-back, and it may even still be available right now. The reason I haven't done that is because the boost is pathetic. But the other problem is that it boosts one particular stat so high that I think it might rule him out of future EVOs. I need a specific centre-back EVO that Quansah can go into that doesn't boost one particular stat so high that I think it might rule him out of another one. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I've got a bit of a redemption arc for Ryan Brewster going on here. He only goes to a 79 rated, incidentally, and I cannot put him into anything else once that's complete. I have 2 games left of squad battles to do to get him upgraded to a 79, and I have around 8 hours to do it, I think, so I will do that immediately after this video. But yeah, redemption arc coming for Ryan Brewster. He does have a Champions League medal, to be fair, but he never lived up to that hype that Liverpool fans gave him. We just thought he was going to be like the next biggest English talent, and he can't even get games for Sheffield United, and if he does, he just doesn't score, right? So redemption arc incoming. When it comes to the on-field EVOs, I have Davis. Now, Davis is one of those players I don't think that ever actually played competitively for Liverpool. I think he might have had a cup game, maybe. But we signed him as a emergency backup, and I don't think we ever really needed him. But he went then to Rangers. But he did play for Liverpool, right? And it was either him or I can't remember who the other player was that I could have done. But Davis just had the better stats, and he's far more linkable than any of the other players I have the option to do. So he is currently 81 rated, but he is still, I've put him into another EVO, and it might have been the Centurion centre-back. That's why he's a Centurion. I've currently played 43 games with him, and that's how he's managed to get up to where he is. And of course, I mean, he doesn't look that bad, to be fair. If I put a shadow on him, which I have done actually, and he gets full chem, which he probably never will, he may actually be a fairly usable centre-back. And then of course, playstyle-wise, he has that jockey. And I think, what's that down there? The header, aerial. He has aerial as well. So it's not terrible. He does actually have power header. So for corners, he might actually be decent. But I'm quite happy to have him there. And once he's fully upgraded, I think he will be 84 rated. So Harvey Elliott, I've mentioned it in previous videos, if you remember. Probably not. That one of my players is very, very good at doing that R1 dribble. And Harvey Elliott is that player. Does he have the playstyle to accommodate that? No. Technical dribbler is what you need to be very good at R1 dribbling. Elliott is phenomenal at that R1 dribble, and I don't really know why. He has quick step, he has trivela, he has flair, and he has rapid as well as the finesse. I can't score finesses with him. His finishing isn't actually that good, as you can see. His long shots and his finishing is awful. I need to get him into some sort of finisher type EVO. His positions, incidentally, cam, centre mid, right wing. So I don't know if I can actually ever get him into that sort of thing where I can boost his finishing. But because he has such high agility and balance, I'm guessing that's why he's good at the R1 dribble. But he's just so good at it. And then 4-star, 4-star. He is eligible for a current EVO that's going on right now. But it would give him a high defensive work rate. And I really don't want him to have that. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick and choose where I put him. But 115 games, a lot of which has been champions and rivals. But one of my favourite players, my favourite up-and-coming Liverpool players, is Bajcetic, and I've managed to get him to an 80 rated. And of course, he has the Interceptor Plus playstyle. It's literally the only playstyle he has, and it's a playstyle plus. He is eligible for another EVO, and I will put him into that. Not right this second, but in just a second, I will put him into that EVO, and I will start that off. And I only have 3 days to get that underway, so I need to do that sooner rather than later. It's not a bad card at the moment for an 80 rated, but he will be considerably better once I've completed him in yet another EVO. 3-star, 3-star, he will be high because this is the EVO that I could put Harvey Elliott into. So the majority of those games with him are going to have been squad battles. I needed to buy the card as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get him first owner because he was a silver, but that's my plan going forward. I want to have just full Liverpool past and present. I don't mind. I'm not going to restrict myself. So if I do pack someone phenomenal, so for example, if I pack a current promo card or an icon or a hero or something that, like David Ginola, for example, I imagine he's fantastic in game. He never played for Liverpool, played for Newcastle and Spurs and all the rest of it. But if I pack someone like that, I will use them, but I'll put them on the bench and I'll bring them on whenever I need them. Am I going to struggle using this team in the current meta and power curve that we have? Yeah, absolutely. Am I going to lose a lot of games? Yeah, probably. Do I care? Not really, because I'm going to be bombing down the wing with John Arnorisa, trying to score power shots from 45 yards. I'm going to be trying to tackle people with Bajcetic in the middle of the park. I'm going to be pumping those balls into Fernando Morientes. But more importantly, I am going to be just dancing through people with Darwizzy. I am going to score so many goals with this guy because he already has that many goals. He doesn't feel particularly good in game, but for some reason he just seems to score goals. I don't know what it is, and he's not been eligible for another EVO since that foundation. He's not been eligible. He doesn't have particularly good playstyles either. Quickstep is decent, rapid's fine, but I need him to have technical or finesse shot or power shot or trivela. I need him to have something that I can actually use. I need an EVO to come out where I can put Darwin Nunez into it. But that's going to be the team for now. Now, when it comes to what's her name? Van der Sanden, who is actually a pretty decent player. I don't think she has technical, but again, like Harvey Elliott, she's actually pretty good at doing that R1 dribble. Not an amazing player by any stretch, but I do actually have fun using her. But Mo Salah does play there. Incidentally, so does Harvey Elliott, and that's where he has been playing. I've never actually played him in the middle, but I'm tempted to try and do the Mo Salah SBC, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough fodder for it. But yesterday, like I said, I decided that I'm just going to do Liverpool past and present, and I'm only going to keep the odd player that I think is going to be good off the bench. So I could throw every little piece of fodder that I have into this, but it's 385s, 386s, an 87 and an 88. That's a lot. That is a lot to ask. I think an 86 rated team at the moment is like 100,000 coins or more. and then it's going to be the same for like an 87 and 88 as well. So it's going to be expensive. 25 days is a long time, but I don't know how many like fodder cards I'm going to get in that time, you know? So I might just keep building the fodder for now and then see where I am in a few days. But I mean, you do get some fairly decent packs back for it, I guess, and they are all tradable, so you never know. I might pack something that I can just get the coins for. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. In terms of the new League SBCs, I don't know how often I'll complete them, because the first 3 sections, or the final 3 sections, I should say, are easy. And then you have that one that is all one club, which is pretty difficult to do, and that's kind of what I'm stuck on right now. I will get through the Centurions crafting as well. 2 more and I get my first pack reward, so I will get those done as and when. I do have quite a long time to get that done, in fairness, so I'm not worried about that. No icons as of yet that really tickle my fancy. I've done the first section of Beckham, but that was literally just to get a silver pack to try and get one of the Liverpool players. And yeah, of course, a Man United player, another Man United player, and just no Liverpool players as of yet. But I'm sure it won't be long before they drop Steven Gerrard, and then maybe we can get that done. But for now, that's kind of where I am with it. In terms of my current EVOs, let me show you. So, Rhian Brewster, like I said, 2 matches and I will get him done. That is when I can activate 2 EVOs at once, and I desperately, desperately need that, because Divock Origi, I need to play a lot of games. So you can see that I've done the 20 assists. I did that in squad battles, and I have 18 matches left just for the first section. Then I'm going to have another 10, then I'm going to have another 10. So yeah, there's basically 40 games to play to get Divock Origi up to an 85. That's easy enough, I can do that, and I've got plenty of time to do it as well. And Bradley's going to be easy enough as well. He goes to an 81, as you can kind of half see. Davis will go to an 84, which will then make him far more usable. But in terms of available EVOs, the midfielder, so the Centurion box to box, this is what I'm going to do, and I am going to spend 150,000 coins on it. A lot of people will look at that and go, it's not worth spending 150k on what would be like an 83 rated card, because the card, I do have Smith as well. I regret doing him. He's a good card, a very good player actually, and he does link to Davis, and he is Welsh, but I don't think I ever really see myself putting him into another EVO unless I absolutely have to, like there's no option. I could put McAllister into this, I could put Luis Alberto, I could put Thiago. Thiago does have a better card currently on the market, which I may or may not dabbling at some point. But for right now, I'm not going to do any of these. And there are a few other Liverpool players that are eligible as well. Like I said, I could do Elliott, but I don't want him to have that high defensive work rate. I am going to, and Jordan Henderson, of course, and Gini Wijnaldum, but I am going to put Stefan Bajcetic into this because he fits it, and he fits it well. He goes to an 83 rated card, makes him relatively well-rounded. I've had a look on foot.gg, and it doesn't say that I can then put him into another EVO currently available to me, but I'm pretty sure I can. He goes to an 83, he has 55 shooting, and none of those other stats are anywhere near any type of threshold, right? So I'm going to pay 150,000 coins to do that in just a second. But then what I think I can do with him, press too many buttons, what I think I can do with him is I think I can put him into the Centurion upgrade, because he becomes a Centurion, right? And the only restrictions or requirements that I have here is max 85, well, he becomes an 83, so that's fine. Pace max 87, shooting max 85. Doesn't have more than that, so that's fine. Minimum shooting 53, well, we already said he had 55, and then he has to be a Centurion, which he will be. So I'm pretty sure I can put him into this, which will give him another 2 overall, and it'll boost his shooting and everything by 1+. It's not a massive upgrade, and I don't know whether it's really worth me doing, but at the same time, if I don't put him into it, I won't put anyone else into it, right? I'm not going to go buy a card, like Dunk, for example, because I'll never use him. So I think I probably will put Bajcetic into this if he's eligible, if it counts him as a Centurion. I can't see why it wouldn't, but there we are. In terms of that, like I said, I've only got 3 days, so I will do that. And then when it comes to this, if I can raise 150,000 coins, I'm thinking, oh my god, the stick drift is mental. I'm thinking someone like McAllister, maybe, if I can afford to do it, because he goes to an 86 rated card, and those stats are pretty wild, and he does get that long ball playstyle as well 4-star weak foot, which is nice. Shame he doesn't have 4-star skill moves. Will probably rule him out of future EVOs for quite a long time because he'll be such high rated. But I think he's probably one of the more favourable options. I don't think there was anyone else here that really caught my eye. And I don't know if any of the cards I'm currently doing will go into it. So, yeah, there's that. And then there is one, the triple threat attack. Is it the triple threat attacker? I think it might be the triple threat attacker. 50,000 coins, but I think I can put Sabazlai into this. Now, I need to get Sabazlai because I don't currently have him. But I think Sabazlai is eligible for that triple threat attacker. He's eligible for something, and he looks pretty wild, so I'm definitely going to do that. Anyway, that's you up to date. In the next video, I will show you some gameplay and some more EVOing and all the rest of it, maybe some packs if I get them. To end today's video off, though, which has been a pretty long one, I do appreciate, I am going to show you the packs. If I get duplicates and they're not savable, I probably will just bin them off. I know I could put them into the Centurion upgrade, but it's all a question of being lazy, and I am pretty lazy. 383's in there, can't complain. Hopefully she's tradable. She isn't. Fantastic. Chiellini isn't, I know that for a fact. Oh, do I have the energy? So I did have the energy, and I have whacked them into a Centurion upgrade, which I will get open right now. They've been okay for me, these upgrades. I've had some decent stuff, I've had some bad stuff. French is a good start. CDM, it is probably going to be another duplicate because we've just packed Chouameni, of course. So I think that's going to be an 84 rated duplicate, which is really irritating because I don't really know what to do with that, because I don't just want to stick it into a Centurion upgrade, but at the same time I don't want to go do something for the sake of it. So I think I'm going to discard it, and I do have all of my recoveries. I know it's a bit poor to recover an 84 rated, but for the sake of the video anyway. So all of these are going to be 83 pluses. Can we hit something decent? That is an inform. It's going to be another left-wing Swedish inform. I think I put him into something yesterday. I packed him yesterday in the same pack as Jackson from Chelsea, incidentally. Luckily, I used him and not Jackson. I think it might have been the hero or the icon. I think it was the hero. One of them. So that can go into the club. Happy days. Hopefully I don't pack him again. I have been trying to put all of my untradables into... honestly thought that was going to be CDM again. I've been trying to put all my untradables into SBC so that if I do pack things untradable, it's not the end of the world. But I think that is an untradable duplicate. It's just, I can't get rid of them. Like, they just keep bouncing back. And again, I'm going to discard it. It's about 1,500 coins worth of a discard. And maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should just try and recycle everything. But again, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to just sit here and waste my time. Spanish goalkeeper, that is poor. So those weren't particularly very good, but I can't complain about my pack luck because it has been pretty decent, and no duplicates, so I am absolutely not going to complain there. And there we go. That brings you up to date with the account, and hopefully going forward you won't have to wait as long as you have done for another episode. Like I said, I wanted to get an episode done before I went away. I just completely ran out of time. When it comes to Bajcetic, I am going to do this right now before I forget. And we're going to go down the pages, and we're going to get that card into the EVO. It's going to cost me 150,000 coins. I could use that 150k to go and buy a really nice Liverpool player. I think I might be able to get the base Salah, for example, just the gold version. But like I said, I don't know whether I'm going to do the player of the month or not, and I could probably go and get an icon from like a Liverpool icon. But, EA released so many icon SBCs that there's probably going to be a chance I do one of them again soon. So there we go. Bajcetic is in for 150,000 coins. That drops me down to 37,000. Now, realistically, he should be eligible after completion for that Centurion upgrade. It won't show whether he will or won't be yet because his shooting isn't high enough. But once completed, he goes to a 55, or his shooting goes to 55, which is the threshold, I think, something like that. So, or 53. So, yeah, I can't see why he wouldn't, unless he's not counted as a Centurion for whatever reason. But either way, that is going to take a long time to do. Hopefully, though, I can get that double EVO thing sorted once I get 2 more games on Brewster done, and then I can activate Bajcetic and Divock Origi at the same time and get them done in one go. That would save me 40 games worth, which would be fantastic. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. Like I said, I apologise about the length. Hopefully the next one won't be as long.
That's what she said.
But if you have enjoyed it, do me a favour and hit that like button. If you want to check out another video from me, you can click here. And until next time, goodbye.